1. Overview of cholesterol, the silent threat after age 60. Cholesterol is a natural type of fat that circulates in the bloodstream, playing a vital role in building cells and producing hormones. However, when cholesterol levels become too high, especially after the age of 60, it stops being a friend to the body and turns into a hidden danger. In older adults, high cholesterol often leads to the buildup of plaque in the walls of arteries, a condition known as atherosclerosis. These plaques narrow the blood vessels, restricting blood flow to the heart and brain, which can result in chest pain, heart attacks, or strokes. Even more alarming, people over 60 typically have weaker cardiovascular systems and less elastic blood vessels, making the effects of high cholesterol faster and more severe than in younger individuals. Sometimes, all it takes is a single ruptured plaque forming a blood clot to trigger sudden death without any prior warning signs. That's why, after the age of 60, managing cholesterol is no longer just a health option, it becomes a daily necessity to protect both life and quality of life. As we enter our senior years, the liver, the organ responsible for processing cholesterol, begins to slow down. Metabolism declines, making it easier for fats to accumulate and harder for the body to eliminate them. At the same time, hormonal changes, reduced physical activity, and gradual weight gain silently create the perfect conditions for blood fats to rise, often without us even realizing it. What's even more concerning is that high cholesterol shows no clear symptoms. It quietly attaches itself to the walls of blood vessels until one day it triggers a stroke or a heart attack out of the blue.
Why is high cholesterol more common after age 60? Hidden causes few people notice. From the age of 60 onward, your health enters a new stage, one where silent internal changes can significantly impact your heart, blood pressure, and even survival. One of the most common and dangerous issues at this age is high cholesterol, also known as high blood fat. The concerning part is that many people are unaware they're carrying this risk because high cholesterol typically shows no obvious symptoms. So, why is high cholesterol more likely to develop after age 60? There are three main groups of causes you need to understand in order to protect yourself. 1. Everyday habits, the silent culprits. In middle and older age, many people maintain eating habits from their younger years, while the body has already changed. The liver slows down, metabolism becomes less efficient, and fat burning decreases. Foods you once digested easily can now become a burden to your heart and blood vessels. Consuming a lot of saturated fat, found in animal fat, chicken skin, red meat, organ meats, butter, cheese, and fried foods. These fats quickly increase the level of bad cholesterol, ALDL, in the blood. Lack of physical activity. After 60, many reduce their physical movement due to joint pain, fatigue, or simply retirement. However, inactivity lowers the amount of good cholesterol, HDL, and increases fat buildup. Mild but prolonged weight gain. Gaining just 3 to 5 kilograms over a few years can still significantly change your cholesterol levels if not controlled early. Smoking and alcohol. Some continue these habits after 60. Smoking reduces HDL, while excessive alcohol intake raises triglycerides, another type of fat in the blood. This doesn't mean you should stop taking them, but when using these medications, your doctor should closely monitor your cholesterol levels and adjust your treatment or add supportive medications if needed. After age 60, regular cholesterol testing is essential. Routine blood fat tests after 60 are crucial to prevent serious complications like heart attacks, strokes, or blocked arteries. You can't change your age or genetic makeup, but you can take control through diet, physical activity, and regular medical monitoring. Starting today, pay attention to your blood fats the same way you care about your heart, because every small change you make today could save you from a much bigger risk tomorrow.
3. Understanding the types of cholesterol. what everyone over 60 should know to protect their heart. Many people over 60 go for a health checkup and are told, your cholesterol is high. But not everyone truly understands what cholesterol is, how many types there are, which ones are good, which ones are bad, and why they have such a big impact on health as we age. Understanding this is the first step in preventing stroke, heart attack, and living a healthier, longer life. Cholesterol, not always the enemy. First, it's important to know that cholesterol is not entirely harmful. In fact, our body needs cholesterol to build cell membranes, produce hormones, vitamin D, and perform other essential functions. The problem only arises when cholesterol levels in the blood are too high, or when the balance between the different types is disrupted. That's when the risk of cardiovascular disease begins to rise. In the bloodstream, cholesterol doesn't travel alone. It is carried by particles called lipoproteins. Based on the type of lipoprotein, cholesterol is classified into two main types: LDL, bad, and HDL, good. There's also another type of fat that's equally important: triglycerides. 1. LDL, the bad cholesterol you need to watch. LDL stands for low-density lipoprotein, and it's the type of cholesterol that becomes harmful when it accumulates in the blood. LDL's job is to transport cholesterol from the liver to other parts of the body. But when there's too much of it, LDL can stick to artery walls, forming plaques, a process known as atherosclerosis. Over time, these plaques narrow the arteries, restrict blood flow, and may lead to chest pain, heart attack, or stroke. After the age of 60, blood vessels become less elastic and more fragile, making high LDL even more dangerous. All it takes is one plaque to rupture and form a blood clot that blocks an artery, and a life-threatening event can happen in just minutes. 2. HDL, the good cholesterol you should maintain. HDL stands for high-density lipoprotein, often referred to as the protective cholesterol. Unlike LDL, HDL collects excess cholesterol from the bloodstream and carries it back to the liver to be processed and eliminated. In simple terms, HDL acts like a cleanup crew, keeping arteries clear and preventing blockages. Older adults should aim to keep HDL levels high or stable, as HDL helps offset the effects of LDL and lowers the risk of heart disease. The best ways to increase HDL include regular exercise, eating plenty of leafy greens, fatty fish, nuts, and avoiding tobacco. 3. Triglycerides, the silent fat you shouldn't ignore. Besides LDL and HDL, your blood also contains triglycerides, another type of fat. These are formed when the body stores excess energy from food, especially sugars, starches, and alcohol. High triglyceride levels also contribute to artery hardening, atherosclerosis, fatty liver, and increased risk of stroke, especially among older adults who are less physically active. What's concerning is that triglycerides are often overlooked, but they matter just as much. When getting a cholesterol test, you should ask for a full lipid profile, including LDL, HDL, and triglycerides, for the clearest picture of your heart health. After 60, knowledge of cholesterol types is your health roadmap. Understanding the different types of cholesterol is key to living well and avoiding dangerous complications as you age. Just hearing your cholesterol is high shouldn't cause panic. It's more important to know which type is high, which one needs to improve, and what actions you can take to bring everything into balance. Think of your knowledge about cholesterol as a roadmap for a healthier old age. And every regular health checkup is a chance to keep your heart safe, one step closer to peace of mind and a stronger tomorrow. Factors that raise cholesterol after age 60, and why you should start paying attention today. Many people over 60 are surprised when they receive a health checkup result showing high blood fat or high cholesterol, even though they feel fine. In reality, high cholesterol doesn't cause pain, fatigue, or visible symptoms
until it leads to a sudden heart attack or stroke. Understanding the risk factors that raise cholesterol will help you make timely lifestyle changes and prevent future complications. Below are 5 silent enemies that people over 60 especially need to watch out for. 1. Eating too much saturated fat and trans fat. Familiar meals, hidden dangers. At this age, many people's diets don't change much from before. However, it's the long-term accumulation of eating habits over the years that becomes a problem. Saturated fats are found in fatty meats, chicken skin, butter, cheese, full-fat milk, and fried foods. These fats raise bad cholesterol, LDL, in the blood. Trans fats, found in pastries, packaged snacks, and fast food, both raise LDL and lower HDL, the good cholesterol. After 60, the liver processes fat less efficiently, so eating too much of these fats leads to fat buildup in the blood more easily than in younger people. Number 2, being overweight or obese, a serious risk even with just a few extra kilos. Many seniors believe gaining 3 to 5 kilograms is not a big deal, but a larger waistline is often a sign of visceral fat, the most dangerous kind. Visceral fat isn't just under the skin, it surrounds organs like the liver, heart, and intestines, making the body more prone to cholesterol imbalances, insulin resistance, and high blood pressure. That's why maintaining a stable weight and preventing even small increases plays a vital role in controlling cholesterol. Number 3, lack of exercise. A little laziness goes a long way in raising blood fat. After retirement, many people become less active. No more commuting, less regular movement, or just staying at home most days. Unfortunately, this inactivity is a key reason HDL, the good cholesterol, decreases while bad fats build up. Light activities like 30-minute daily walks, cycling, swimming, or gentle stretching exercises can significantly improve cholesterol levels. On the contrary, a sedentary lifestyle leads to fat accumulating in the blood, making it harder for the liver to filter it out, and quietly increasing the burden on your heart and circulation. Number 4, smoking and excessive drinking. Small habits, big consequences. Smoking, even occasionally, reduces HDL, increases LDL, and weakens blood vessels, making them more prone to damage and plaque buildup. Alcohol, when consumed in excess, that's more than 2 drinks per day for men, 1 drink per day for women, raises triglycerides, disrupts fat metabolism, and increases the risk of fatty liver disease. Many older adults believe a drink or 2 helps with sleep or digestion, but after age 60, the body processes alcohol less efficiently, so the damage becomes more apparent. Number 5, aging itself is a risk factor. You may eat well and stay active, but aging alone is enough to increase the risk of high cholesterol. After age 40, and especially after age 60, the liver gradually slows down, reducing its ability to filter out cholesterol. Blood vessels lose their elasticity and flexibility, making it easier for plaque to form and harder for the body to adapt. You can't change your age, but your daily lifestyle choices can slow the impact of aging on cholesterol. After 60, you may not avoid high cholesterol, but you can control the risk. Not everyone can escape high cholesterol after 60, but everyone can reduce their risk by changing what's within their control. Eating more healthfully, staying active, quitting smoking, limiting alcohol, and maintaining a stable weight are all natural medicines that don't require a single pill. Treat each day as a chance to do something good for your heart and your health. Because good health doesn't come from miracles, it comes from small choices made consistently every day.
5. High cholesterol, the silent condition after 60 that you shouldn't ignore. You may feel perfectly fine, eating well, sleeping normally, staying active, but that doesn't mean you're completely safe from high blood fat, cholesterol.
High cholesterol is one of the most silent yet dangerous enemies for older adults because it doesn't cause clear symptoms and is often only discovered after serious complications like high blood pressure, heart attack, or stroke have already occurred. If you're 60 or older, the most important question isn't how you feel, but when was your last blood test? High cholesterol doesn't hurt, but it silently causes damage. Unlike conditions like back pain, joint pain, or diabetes, which usually come with obvious symptoms, high cholesterol doesn't cause fatigue, fever, or headaches. You can eat well and sleep soundly, while bad cholesterol, LDL, continues to silently build up inside your arteries. One day, an old cholesterol plaque can rupture, forming a blood clot, and that could trigger a sudden stroke or heart attack without warning. That's why having no symptoms doesn't mean you're in the clear. What you need is regular testing, even if you feel completely normal. There's only one way to detect high cholesterol, a blood test. Right now, the only accurate way to know if you have high cholesterol is through a full lipid blood test. This test will measure key indicators: LDL, bad cholesterol, HDL, good cholesterol, triglycerides, neutral fats, and total cholesterol. The test is simple and usually done in the morning after fasting for 8 to 12 hours. If you're 60 or older and haven't had a blood test in the past 1 to 2 years, now is the time to get checked, even if you feel completely fine. Who should get their cholesterol checked more often? How often you need testing depends on your individual health, but for people over 60, the more risk factors you have, the more often you should check. Those who should get blood fat tests yearly or as directed by their doctor include people with chronic conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, fatty liver, heart disease, or chronic kidney disease, anyone with a family history of stroke, heart attack, or high cholesterol, people currently taking cholesterol-lowering medication, blood pressure medication, or other long-term treatments, individuals who are gaining weight, physically inactive, smoke, or drink alcohol frequently. Even if your first test is normal, you should retest every 6 to 12 months if you're in a high-risk group. In short, don't wait for symptoms. Take action now. High cholesterol doesn't warn you with pain. It waits until your arteries are narrow, your blood flow is blocked, then strikes when you least expect it. Don't let a silent number destroy your heart. After age 60, regular cholesterol screening isn't just a health check, it's a protective barrier against life-threatening events. It only takes 10 minutes to test, but it could save you from 10 years of illness.
6. High cholesterol, the silent but dangerous complications after age 60. You might not feel anything. No fatigue, no pain, no obvious symptoms. But if your blood cholesterol stays high for a long time, a series of dangerous complications can quietly develop inside your body. And all it takes is one unexpected moment for the consequences to become serious. For those over 60, the cardiovascular system has already started to weaken with age. Blood vessels are no longer as elastic as they once were. That's why, if bad fats, LDL cholesterol, have been building up for years, you could face life-threatening complications at any time. Atherosclerosis, the path that leads to all complications. When bad cholesterol in the blood rises, it settles into the walls of arteries, forming plaques. This condition is called atherosclerosis. These plaques gradually narrow the arteries, making it harder for blood to circulate, especially to the heart and brain. Over time, a plaque can rupture, creating a blood clot. This is the direct cause of a blocked artery, and from there, serious complications can follow. Dangerous complications you should know. 1. Angina, chest pain caused by reduced blood flow to the heart. When the arteries that supply the heart become narrow due to atherosclerosis, the heart doesn't get enough oxygen. You may feel tightness or pain in the center of your chest, which can spread to your shoulder, neck, or arm, especially when walking, climbing stairs, or under emotional stress. This is a warning sign that your heart is starving for oxygen. 2. Heart attack or myocardial infarction. If a plaque inside a blood vessel ruptures, the resulting blood clot may completely block a coronary artery, the vessel that feeds the heart. When blood can't reach part of the heart muscle, that area begins to die, causing a heart attack. This is a medical emergency that requires immediate attention. Delays can lead to permanent disability or death. 3. Stroke. Just like the heart, the brain requires constant blood flow. When high cholesterol leads to a clot that blocks a blood vessel in the brain, a part of the brain loses oxygen and a stroke occurs. Consequences can include paralysis on one side of the body, memory loss, speech difficulties, or even death. High cholesterol, not just a number, but a life or death risk. In younger people, high cholesterol may not cause complications right away. But after age 60, your blood vessels are more fragile and your body recovers more slowly. Just one small incident can change your entire life. The good news is, these complications are preventable if you take control of your cholesterol early, maintain a healthy lifestyle, and attend regular checkups. Living well isn't some distant dream. It's the result of the choices you make today.
7. Preventing and managing high cholesterol, a journey that begins with simple habits after age 60. After 60, health no longer comes naturally, as it did in your youth. Everything requires conscious care, especially when it comes to cholesterol levels in your blood. The good news is, you can fully control and even lower your cholesterol through small, daily lifestyle changes. Here are some simple but highly effective principles that older adults can adopt to prevent and manage high cholesterol. 1. Eat healthily, from the heart and for the heart. The food you eat every day can act as a natural medicine for your arteries, or be the silent cause behind rising blood fat levels. Here are some tips. 1. Limit saturated fats. Cut back on animal fat, chicken skin, red meat, fried foods, butter, and full-fat cheese. 2. Increase green vegetables and fresh fruits. These are rich in fiber, which helps sweep out cholesterol from the body. 3. Eat fatty fish at least twice a week. Salmon, mackerel, and sardines contain heart-healthy omega-3s. 4. Choose healthy oils. Use olive oil, canola oil, or flaxseed oil instead of repeatedly heated or reused cooking oils. A heart-healthy diet doesn't need to be complicated. Small changes each day can bring noticeable results within a few months. 2. Gentle but consistent physical activity, the secret to strong arteries. You don't need intense workouts or a gym membership. Just walking 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, can significantly boost your good cholesterol, HDL, and reduce the bad, LDL. Suitable activities for people over 60 include morning or evening walks, light yoga or tai chi, leisure cycling or swimming, gardening, shopping, or climbing stairs. Consistency is key because the benefits come from persistence, not from short bursts of effort. 3. Manage your weight. Even a few kilos make a big difference. If you're carrying extra weight, aim to lose just 2 to 5 kilos because each kilo lost takes pressure off your heart and liver. Weight loss helps lower blood fat, reduce blood pressure, and improve insulin response, helping to prevent diabetes. Focus on slow and steady progress. No need for drastic diets. Balanced meals and light activity are enough. 4. Quit smoking, cut back on alcohol. Smoking harms more than your lungs. It also lowers good cholesterol and hardens blood vessels. Alcohol, when consumed in excess, raises triglycerides, a type of fat harmful to the heart and liver. Quitting smoking and limiting alcohol are 2 of the most important steps you can take to protect your arteries, especially after 60, when your body is more sensitive to toxins. 5. When necessary, take medication as prescribed by your doctor. In some cases, even with a healthy diet and regular exercise, cholesterol levels remain high. When that happens, your doctor may prescribe cholesterol-lowering medications like statins or others. Never take or stop medication on your own, even if you feel fine. Always attend follow-up appointments so your doctor can monitor progress and adjust treatment if needed. Final word. Health comes from daily choices. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just start with a healthier meal, a short walk, or one less drink, and you've already taken a firm step toward protecting your heart after 60. Because living well isn't difficult. It simply takes the decision to start. If you found this helpful, please give it a like to help others discover it too. And subscribe to Better with Age so we can continue learning, growing, and getting stronger together. You are not alone on this journey. And you are never too old to take back control of your health.